And one of them is definitely gonna release this April, maybe like 10 or 15, we'll see. Guys, I swear I'm trying. It's not my fault if my upload schedule is this inconsistent, it's just that with school and everything, it's really hard to even find time to open up that computer. And to make things worse, the third season of Hello Boss was announced. Everyone is excited, except I'm not. Cause now that means I have even less time to do the Helloverse song ranking. But that's okay, it's fine. Soon, school will be over, and I can finally work on this non-stop. Anyway, Beetlejuice suggested I needed to talk about something while you wait for the other video, so let's talk Gameoverse. Yeah, it's pretty good. I do feel like people are kinda glazing this show way too much because it's from Glitch Productions. It's the same guys that made the amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones, which I actually found to be really boring, but a lot of people like it, so that's cool. So yeah, because of that, I feel like people are holding it to such a standard that I don't think quite deserves just yet. But I also do realize that this is just a pilot. Not every indie animated show has to start off perfect. Some do, like Toon Turf, but it is really rare. And in my opinion, I feel like this definitely has the potential to reach the same heights as the amazing Digital Circus. It'll probably take a while, especially considering all the other Glitch shows that are currently stuck at just a pilot, but I can definitely see the vision. And besides, it's not like this pilot is bad. It is really good, there's really nothing I can complain about. Okay, well, except for maybe one thing, and it might be blasphemous, but I'm not sure if I like Kid as protagonist.
Squidward.
Okay, just to clear things up, first and foremost, it has nothing to do with her design. I do feel like it is kinda weird that people are drooling for what's essentially just a cat in a Mega Man suit, but on the other hand, it's not nearly enough of a problem for me to care. Twitter needs to chill out. No, I just feel like she's kind of a lame main character in general. I love Erica Lindbeck's performance, I'll give her that. She's Blaze from Sonic the Hedgehog and Looney from Hello Boss, I can never hate her. But in terms of personality, I don't think she really has anything other than, oh, I lost all of my friends, I'm not gonna let that happen to anyone else. I mean, good, that's pretty admirable. Can you give us anything else? It's not terrible by any means. Again, it is the pilot, so she's probably gonna get better from here. But yeah, so far I'm not really getting anything, I'm sorry. Well, let's see the other characters. Oh, they're actually really good. Caboodle is great. I love how he's genuinely pissed and annoyed at everything around him, even though it can sometimes be a little jarring. I love Gobbles. His design reminds me of Barney the Dinosaur, and it is really cool that his personality didn't boil down to, oh, look at me, I'm silly. Let's laugh at how silly I am. Flappers was hilarious. I love this little guy who's just silly and goofy the whole time until you realize he's actually the strongest being in this universe. Kinda reminds me of Kirby, honestly. But of course, my favorite characters are Misinformation and Fold. Their little bickerings crack me up every time, and I genuinely can't wait to see more of them. Misinformation just has so much style and flair that she translates into everything she does. I just love how much she enjoys annoying Fold and everything. She just looks so happy while doing it. And I especially love how creative they get with Fold transformation, like how he turns into a binocular, a rocket, a crab, and so on and so forth. But wait, I think it's so funny that Flappers canonically ships the two of them.
Is that Mrs. Paper?
No! I mean, from what I've seen, the internet seems to agree with him, so why not? By all means, she is Mrs. Paper. The voice acting is honestly really phenomenal. Hats off to all the voice actors who worked on this. They were all great. I already mentioned Erica Lindbeck as Kit. Obviously, she was fantastic, as expected. There is only this one line I didn't like.
Gobbles isn't useless. He is a Learnosaurus, and he is very good at reading and writing.
Apparently people are upset with this line in particular. Good on you, I guess? But to me it just sounds like she started harmonizing midway through her sentence. He is a Learnosaurus, and he is very good at reading and writing. Why did you say it like that? I have no idea, I just felt like it. But yeah, other than that, no notes. She does a stellar job all the way through. Another big shout out to the lovely and wonderful Elsie Lovelock who voices Misinformation. You might recognize her as the voice of Uzi from Murder Drones. And again, I'm not really a big fan of that show, but one thing I definitely can't complain about is the voice acting for both her and Michael Kovac. They were both great, and definitely two of the best voice actors that have ever worked with Glitch. So it's nice to have her in a show that actually caught my attention, where she plays a character whose whole personality isn't just angsty teenager who will literally tell you that she's an angsty teenager because you couldn't figure that out on your own. I really need to stop talking, the Murder Drones fandom might kill me. So yeah, other than those two, Pim from Smiling Friends is the voice of this shark boy over here. Jay Schlatt voices Caboodle, and it's surprisingly really good for someone who doesn't do it professionally. Aaron Ensign has a lot of vocal range like Holy. And out of all the voice actors, I definitely didn't expect to see Christopher Sabat in here. I may not be the biggest fan of animes, but I know Vegeta when I hear him. This will also be a good time to mention that the concept behind the show is genuinely really cool. I love the idea of this organization that tries to stop heroes from finishing the game because otherwise everything will explode. Along with another evil organization who actually tries to help the hero so he can feed off the destroyed planet. I do have to ask though, Why does the planet explode after you complete the game? And why is this instantaneous after you complete the boss? Should there be at least like a cutscene where they go, good job Flappers, you saved everyone, let's celebrate, and then they blow up? It does make it a little confusing, but it's not too much of a problem, I can definitely take it. The humor is really great, with my favorite joke being, if you're having trouble, shoot for where they're going instead of where they are. If you're having trouble, just from Poe's reaction I can already tell this happened like at least a couple of times before. And of course, what can I even say about the animation? If you know Glitch Productions, you know they're either gonna have the most breathtaking visuals you've ever seen, or the most breathtaking visuals you've ever seen. There's no in between. I guess one more thing I do have to say is, I wish they leaned in a little more on the video game aspect of this show by, like, I don't know, referencing it more. Like, I don't know, have Kid and Gobbles bump into an invisible wall, or interact with an NPC that says the same line over and over again. Or heck, maybe just even double down on the reference. Like that one scene where Kid keeps changing outfits. Maybe some of them could have been callbacks to other video games. Erica Lindbergh is a pretty prominent figure in gaming culture, so maybe he could have even referenced some of the characters she played. It's probably not that hard to turn into Blaze, she's already a cat, just color her purple and make it a deal. If I had nickels for every time Erica Lindbergh played a cat who's tangentially related to video games in one way or another, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is a lot, but it's weird that they have it twice, right? But I mean, other than that, I don't really have any complaints. This show has a lot of potential, and I can't wait to see the whole picture. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Looking forward to cranking that up to a 9 or even a 10 if you're lucky. That's it for today's video. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. This was all from the Charlie Brownies, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Good night, everybody! Alright, and that's done. Let's see what else there's there to do. Anyway, Beetlejuice. It's showtime! Oh shit! Oh great, it's just you, Beetlejuice. I should have known. Hey, why the long face? I just wanted to check on my little buddy for a while. By the way, how's it going? What are you working on? I was just doing a review of the new glitch pilot Gameoverse. Whoa! Who is that? Well, for one thing, it's a cat. Meow. Okay, seriously, we had that conversation last time with Gumball's mom. What is it with you and cats? First you don't like it when I'm attracted to teenagers, then you don't like it when I'm attracted to felines. When are you going to accept my sexual preferences? When will you get into mature women who also happen to not be animal? You're just making it not fun for me. Listen, I don't have time for your antics, I'm just here to make this as quick as possible. Oh, by the way, how's that last video doing? Oh, it's doing great. Pretty good. It's 15 views, is it? Yes, it's 15 views. I knew it. I just don't get it. I worked really hard on it, and yet it feels like nobody cares. Is it even worth it putting this much effort on something that nobody's going to watch? I mean, you still have the other free videos, maybe they'll watch those. Yeah, but what if they don't? Don't worry, I'm sure you'll gain traction eventually. Let's focus on more important thing. Weren't you planning on that whole rotating guest at every video thing? Have you planned something for the Helliverse video yet? It definitely wouldn't be the first time working with a demon. I mean, you already have me, right? And then he had an idea. An awful idea. Our YouTuber friend had a wonderful, awful idea. Yeah, can you not do the Grinch narrator voice? Sorry. As I was saying, I know just what to do. Holy shit, I was recording the whole time. Hold on.